Hallucination by Issac Asimov. Sam Chase, on his 15th birthday, traveled to an energy planet. He was assigned there by the central computer. The central computer, in fact, houses all records of every human being and is responsible for assigning them to institutes to further education or designated workplace beyond planet Earth. No interviewer was needed in the process. Space travel in this time were extremely affordable and accessible than the early 21st century. Planet Earth was no longer humans' only home. Boys at the age of 15 were treated as responsible adults, not rebellious teenagers. The planet where Sam Chase was sent to was closest to a neutron star, which is approximately a couple of miles in diameter but had the same mass as a regular star and emits strong electromagnetic waves. Humans have just created a technology to convert these electromagnetic waves into energy, which will be enough for humans living across the galaxy for billions of years. When Sam Chase reached the planet, he entered the gigantic transparent dome. The scientists welcomed him there. "Hi, Sam Chase. My name is Dr. Gentry. I was wondering, is there something wrong with the central computer? I'm supposed to be doing neurophysics. That's my specialty. But I'm here to do energy physics and gravitational engineering." Perhaps due to your high achievement in IQ tests, the central computer considers learning something new or two might do you some good. Don't worry, we'll figure it out soon enough. I haven't been on Earth for 2 years. What do the people there say about the project? Some say that it was dangerous, that it might be a waste of money. Do you believe that? I believe most new technologies have their dangers, but many are worth doing despite that. Anything else? Some say that the commander isn't well and the project might fail without him. By the way, there's nothing much I heard about this planet except that it has plants and insects. Is it dangerous to go outside the dome? Not really, except that the plants outside are not edible, so we grow our own food in the dome and kept the living environment inside the dome similar to Earth. The climate outside is still very favorable, although people who first came to this planet experienced some hallucination. Hallucination? But there's rarely any record of it recently. After all, they're just hallucination. Does the commander's trouble are related to such hallucinations? Mind your own business, young man. There was complete silence. Let me show you to your room and introduce you to your new roommate. He's a year older than you, by the way. Hi, I'm Sam. I'm Robert. Are you free to show me around the place? Sorry, dude. I broke my leg yesterday. It will be your turn eventually when you are working here. I've heard from somebody that people who first came here did experience some hallucinations. Who told you that? Is that true? There's no such thing. Even if you do experience that thing, don't ever spread a word about it or else you'll be sent away. Sam Chase decided to walk around the compound himself. Hey, where do you think you're going? I was told that we can go outside the dome. Only for 3 hours, kid. If you break this regulation, you'll be suspended for a pretty long time and that doesn't look good
on your record.
On your record. Is that the reason why the people here are silent about the hallucinations? Sam thought. And we've placed a tracking device on you, kid, just in case. The grass outside was similar to those on Earth, except they carry a very different smell. And several insects were flying around. Sam picked one up and looked at it closely. It was tiny and had the shape of a hexagon. He was still thinking about the hallucinations, but a moment later, he sat down on the ground and began eating his sandwich. Then he thought to himself, looking at the surroundings once more, "Hey, with this much grass, maybe there are some animals eating them. Perhaps a cow of some sort." Then at that moment, Sam saw a cow, or rather, a shape of a cow. Then Sam laughed because the shape of the cow looked exactly like the picture he had drawn when he was in kindergarten. "Oh, stop! I haven't seen a cow in real life, but I'm sure that isn't how a real cow should look like." Then the cow-shaped thing transformed and became an image of Sam himself. "Is this how you appear to my people living on this world?" The image made no reply. Somehow, Sam knew the answer. It was the other Sam who was putting thoughts into his mind. Telepathy. Sam was trying to get used to differentiating between his own thoughts and the thoughts that were imposed upon himself. What do you want? Then Sam felt the answer coming back to him. The message is, refrain from taking over their homeworld. Then Sam felt a sense of despair coming from the image. He believed that they came at peace, that they harmed nobody, but still, humans will eventually take over their homeland. What can he do to help? Sam looked at his watch and saw that it was time for him to return back to the dome. Hey, why so late? I'm not late. I still got 2 minutes. Dr. Trentry wants to see you in his office. I have a bad feeling about this. If you are a troublemaker, I most certainly won't want you in this corridor. What makes you think I'm a troublemaker? I don't know. We'll see about that. Do you find anything interesting outside? Indeed, sir. I've just spoken to an intelligent life form on this planet. I'm sorry to hear that. You see, you have been closely monitored from the very beginning. Sir, that violates my right of privacy, and you're seen to be talking with considerable animation to absolutely nothing. You're experiencing hallucination, Sam, and it has been caught on camera with 2 witnesses. What I saw wasn't hallucination. It is real. What I saw was actually foggy. That's obviously hallucination. I demand a hearing. I want to see the commander, or this project will fail. Then you'll be sent away officially. You won't get apprenticeship anywhere. But if you keep quiet about it, I want to see the commander. I'm not afraid. I'm sorry you weren't. Alright, if you insist, but I'm not looking forward to it. You wish to see me, boy? Yes, sir. I've got answer to all your problems. What you're seeing isn't hallucination. There are intelligent life forms on this planet. They're actually the insects. Insects? You mean to say that the insects are intelligent? Not individually, but when they are gathered together, a nervous system was formed as a whole, and together they are intelligent. How do you come to that conclusion? Through observation, sir. When I walk around the grass, I disturb the insects, and they flew about in all directions. But when the image of the cow is formed, the insects around my feet all disappeared. Cow? Well, that's the image that they formed while they were speaking through my mind. Telepathy. And what do those intelligent beings want? They don't want us to take over the planet. Not possible. It's more expensive to build another base elsewhere other than this planet. But you're saying it's hallucination. I'm afraid I'll send you off officially. Wait, Commander. Let me demonstrate. Sam unzipped his hammock. Then a yellow smoke came out and filled the entire office, and then formed a pale image of the commander. Many people rushed in and see what was going on. You're all looking at the same thing, so it's not hallucination. Then Sam placed his hand towards the image and took an insect from it and showed it to his audience. Then he let it go, and the insect flew back to the image. Come on, Commander. Hear what they have to say. I can feel them. It's just like witnessing a beautiful sunset. I don't think we should take over their planets, Commander, for they offer something more important than energy. And that is the potential of the mind, Commander. Yes, indeed. Gentry, could you follow me, please, for I have another project to discuss with you in great detail. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
A few moments later.
So does the commander let those insects be? I'm afraid we have to. We'll build a settlement around the orbit of this planet and leave the dome at the hands of some neurophysicists to interact with those intelligent insects, as you've called them. Thank goodness. All this happened because you are not afraid and accept such hallucinations with an open mind. Why is that? I always questioned myself about why the central computer decided to assign me to a place that doesn't require neurophysics. When I heard about the hallucinations, and I thought, this is it. It's my job to investigate. There's no time for me to be afraid. I'm afraid I haven't got that much faith in that system. It all comes down to a leap of faith. I heard that a leap of faith can move mountains, and indeed it does. Hey, remember to sign up for my website and get some free reviews.